Greetings, y'all. I wanted to share something with you that really inspired me today. And it was on a podcast that I listen to often. It's from Alex Ferrara. And it's called Next Level Soul is the name of the podcast. I highly recommend it. A lot of amazing teachers on this podcast. But what I heard during this interview was strangers will live in your house 100 years from now. And what that illustrated to me was that try not to care about what people think. People that want to have negative feelings and thoughts about you, a lot of the times those people aren't living their purpose. And they want to criticize you because you are doing something that you're putting yourself out there. When you put yourself out there, people are going to criticize you. But what does it matter? How many people are we talking about in history right now? How many famous athletes do you know that were maybe 100 years from now? Just a handful. How many millions of professional athletes have there been? How many millions of amateur athletes? No one's going to know. No one's going to care. Do you? This is a message from me to you. And it's a message that hopefully will inspire the light workers to open up and speak their truth, because now is the time for the shift. You've known this information for so long. You've known that love is the way home. You've known that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. You know that there's no separation between the mind and the environment. You know there's no separation between you and everything. You know that you are God. You are here to help bring humanity up, to lift us to the place where we understand where we are, who we are, and not be bogged down in religious dogma. Now, a lot of times, different ancient wisdom, new thought, speakers, teachers, they might poo-poo religion. The reason they do that is because religion has been used to control people. It has been used to usurp these amazing teachings from master teachers like Jesus, and used it as a way to control people with fear. So I can understand why they might not be super excited about religion. But at the same time, I've known so many people that have lived beautiful lives and have become wonderful humans because they've become Christian. So if you're following the teachings of Jesus, there's no better way to live your life. But if you're telling people that they're going to die and go to hell, if your God believes that you can live a virtuous life, a life full of love and giving, and because you didn't say this prayer, you're going to go to hell for an eternity, burn in the fire for an eternity, where someone who might have lived their life being a rapist, a serial killer, but finds salvation on the last day of his life, says a prayer, goes to heaven, while the other one who lived his life loving, giving, kind, going out of his way for people, that one's going to hell. If your God believes that, or you believe your God would do that, then I feel there's some cognitive dissonance there. But please, I don't want to disrespect you. Just inspect or just think about how that feels. And maybe realize that your God, the Christian God, the God of Jesus, the God within you. As a parent, would you ban your son to burn and be tortured for an eternity? Yeah. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, let alone someone who I have created and I loved dearly, especially when they've lived a virtuous life. Anyway, now's the time for the light workers to come out. Now's the time for us to not have fear. Now is the time for us to raise our vibration and to come together as one. Thank you. I love you. We'll see you soon. Peace.